Hello everyone and welcome to English. Our lesson today is 1B, Grammar, Listen and Speak. Today we have three objectives. 1. Use the adverbs of frequency appropriately. 2. Locate the correct answers after listening to short dialogues. 3. Talk about routines accurately. Now, could you please open the student book and turn to page 13? And open the workbook and turn to page 12 and 13. Let's start our lesson today with activity 3, adverbs of frequency. Now, let's ask a question. What do we mean by frequency? That's correct. It's the rate at which something is repeated over a period of time. Now, we will talk about it in more details. But first, let's know which adverbs of frequency we will study today. 1. Always. 2. Usually. 3. Often or often. Both pronunciations are correct. 4. Sometimes. And finally 5. Never. Let's start with exercise A. Read the examples. Use the words in blue to complete the blanks in the table below. What do you notice about the position of the adverbs of frequency? Now let's read the sentences. I always take the stairs. Do you often take out the rubbish? Dad is never busy in the evenings. So, why do we use the adverbs of frequency? That's correct. We use adverbs of frequency to talk about how often we do something. It means how many times we do it over a specific period of time. Now let's check another point, which is the position of the adverbs of frequency within the sentence. In the first two sentences, they come before the main verb. But in the last sentence, the adverb comes after the verb be. So we have two choices, two options. We place them before the main verb when we have a main verb in the sentence. For example, Hassan often plays football on Saturdays. Another example, Ahmad doesn't usually have breakfast. Third example, do you always watch TV in the evening? Now, the other case, which is we place them after the verb be. If there is a verb be in the sentence like is, are, so we place the adverb of frequency after the verb be. For example, Salim is never late for school. Let's read the sentences again and focus on the meaning and the percentage. Sentence number 1. I always take the stairs. Who can tell me what do we mean by always? That's correct. It means all the time. And as a percentage, it means it is 100%. So the correct answer is always. Now, sentence number 2, the question, do you often take out the rubbish? Who can tell me what do we mean by often? That's correct. It means it's 50-50. So the correct answer is often, which is 50% it might happen. The last sentence, Dad is never busy in the evenings. Who can tell me what's the meaning of never? That's correct. It means not at all, which means 0%. So the correct answer is never. That's correct. Well done everyone. Let's do some practice. Go to workbook page 12, exercise C. Rewrite the sentences using the adverbs of frequency in brackets. Now pay attention to the verbs in red. You can also pause the video, complete the task, then come back and check your answers. Welcome back. Let's start with question number 1. I don't do the washing up after dinner. Use usually. What is the correct answer? That's correct. The correct answer is I don't usually do the washing up after dinner. Question number 2. I invite people to my house on weekdays. Use never. What's the correct answer? That's correct. I never invite people to my house on weekdays. Now, question number 3. Jessica is careful when she irons her clothes. Use always. What is the correct answer? That's correct. The correct answer is Jessica is always careful when she irons her clothes. Question number 4. My mom cooks spaghetti on Fridays. Use often. What's the correct answer? That's correct. The correct answer is my mom often cooks spaghetti on Fridays. Question number 5. Omar relaxes on the sofa for an hour before he does his homework. Use sometimes. What's the correct answer? That's perfect. Omar sometimes relaxes on the sofa for an hour before he does his homework. Well done, everyone. Well done. Let's move back to student book. Exercise B. Read the questions and answers and complete the tables in the examples. Question number 1. How often do you wash your car? The answer is once a week. Who can tell me what's the meaning of once? That's correct. Once means one time. And that's why we only selected one day in the week. Now let's move to question number 2. How often or how often do you tidy your room? The answer is twice a week. Who can tell me what's the meaning of twice? That's correct. It means two times. So the correct answer should be you can choose only 2 days from the 7 days, and it's up to you. There is no wrong answer. For example, we chose Thursday and Saturday. Now let's move to question number 3. How often do you cook? The answer is 3 times a week. Of course, 3 times means 3. So, who can tell me what's the correct answer? How many days should we choose or select? That's correct. So we should select only 3 days. For example, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, let's conclude something here. So every time I use how often, what was the answer? So, that's correct. We use how often to show the frequency of an action. So it shows how many times do you usually do this, about the frequency of this action. Well done, everyone. Let's practice again. Go to exercise C. Put the words in the correct order to make sentences. Now, you can pause the video again, complete the task, then come back and check your answers. We'll come back. Let's check the correct answers now. Question number 1. What is the correct answer? That's correct. The correct answer is Ken sometimes takes out the rubbish. That's correct. Now, is there any other way that we can write this sentence? That's perfect. We can change the position of the adverb. And we can write it in this way. Sometimes Ken takes out the rubbish. That's correct. Now, is there any other way? Perfect. Perfect. The last option is Ken takes out the rubbish sometimes. So we can use it in a different position. Let's move to sentence number 1 or exercise 2. What is the correct answer? That's perfect. How often do you wash your car? Now, question number 3. What is the correct answer? Perfect. The correct answer is I am never tired in the mornings. Question number 4. What is the correct answer? That's perfect. The correct answer is Sultan usually plays football after school. Well done, everyone. Well done. Let's move to activity number 4. Listen. Listen to 2 short dialogues and answer the questions. Choose A, B, or C. Then check your answers with a partner. Of course, you will listen to the audio twice. You can pause the video for 2 minutes to read the questions. Then come back. We'll come back. Now, let's listen to the audio.
4. Listen. Listen to 2 short dialogues and answer the questions. Choose A, B, or C. Then check your answers with a partner. 1.
Hey Jane, can you help me?
What? That's your job, Tina. I don't know how to iron clothes.
Oh, come on, Jane.
I've got housework to do too, Tina.
Yeah, you get all the easy stuff. You always do the washing up and take out the rubbish after dinner. Please, help me iron the clothes before Mum gets home, and I'll help you do the washing up later.
Deal.
2.
Oh, where is it? I can't find my chemistry notebook. Well, no wonder. Look at your room, Brian. It's so messy. Do you ever tidy it? Of course. On Sundays and Thursdays. Well, tidy it up today and maybe you'll find your notebook. No, today's Friday. I never tidy my room on Fridays.
4. Listen. Listen to 2 short dialogues and answer the questions. Choose A, B, or C. Then check your answers with a partner. 1.
Hey Jane, can you help me?
What? That's your job, Tina. I don't know how to iron clothes.
Oh, come on, Jane.
I've got housework to do too, Tina.
Yeah, you get all the easy stuff. You always do the washing up and take out the rubbish after dinner. Please, help me iron the clothes before Mum gets home, and I'll help you do the washing up later.
Deal.
Let's check the answers now. Question number 1. What do the girls agree about? A. Not to do any household chores. B. To do their own household chores. C. To help each other with their household chores. What's the correct answer? That's perfect. The correct answer is C. Now, question number 2. How often does Brian tidy his bedroom? A. Once a week. B. Twice a week. C. 3 times a week. What's the correct answer? Perfect. It's twice a week. Well done, everyone. Well done. It is time to speak. Let's move to activity 5. Speak. Talk in pairs about how often you and other members of your family do housework. Let's take an example, and then you can make your own questions. How often do you iron your clothes? The answer, once a week. How about you? I never iron my clothes. My mom irons my clothes. Now, you can use the activities and vocabulary from activity number 1 to make your own questions. Let's take another example. How often do you clean the windows? You can say once a week, twice a week. I never do that. It's up to you. Now also more examples about the housework activities that you can talk about with a family member, with a friend, using the question in hand. This is the end of the lesson. Thank you for watching. See you next time.